Thank you again for joining us. This presentation is going to be recorded so we can refer back to it, we can post it, and folks who can't join us tonight can see it as well, can watch it later. So we're going to jump in. My name is Sam. I'm the fundraising and marketing coordinator for the chapter. I've been with the chapter, I believe I'm going on 3 years now after losing my grandpa to ALS in 2016. So I actually started getting involved with the chapter through the Peoria Walk to Defeat ALS, started volunteering and joined the chapter shortly after that. So this is a cause really dear to my heart. I've been it's been an honor to get to know all our different regional walks in the chapter, and I'm just so excited to get started for this year. All right, let's see here, pop it off. All right, so some housekeeping things just to get started. This is webinar format, so participants are muted, but we do have the chat open for everyone as well as the Q&A section. So when you go ahead, or when you start to type in a chat, be it a trivia question or be it, just a comment that you want to share with others, please make sure that it's set to share to everyone. Let me make sure I've got the chat window up as well. Perfect. Okay, so we just want to make sure that it's set to share to all attendees as well, so everybody can see it. And then if you have questions, we've got the chat or the Q&A box open, and we've got some amazing staff members monitoring the chat or the Q&A as I go. So we can make sure to answer your questions, or there'll be a time at the end that we can make sure that every question has been addressed. Okay, so who we are, here is a little summary of some of the amazing members of our chapter on the staff side. On the right panel is the care service team members who are located throughout our territory of Chicagoland, Northern Illinois, and Central Illinois. They're experts not only in the ALS journey, but also in the care in their region. They provide all these amazing care services that we'll get into later, as well as on the left side, you see our amazing development staff team who work on projects like the Walk to Defeat ALS and all other sorts of angles and elements to spread awareness and fundraise throughout our chapter. We're always available to help. We've got our contact information here. We like to share it far and wide. So if you have any questions or if you need to think through an idea, give us a call, shoot us a message. We're happy to help and to work together. On the right side of the screen, you've got the event theme where we're returning to the superheroes this year. It was so well embraced. It really went hand in hand with the mini walk format this year. So that was really exciting. We're going to go ahead with that one again this year. And then our chapter symbol that you'll hear us use a lot is the sunflower. And our chapter colors, red, yellow, and black. Red is like our core color. You'll see us use a lot. If you want to do some decorating for your own team and you want to pick a different color, that's totally fine with us. We just get asked a lot, so we want to let you know. All right, so what is your superhero name? We wanted to get the ball rolling a little bit. So the first person who replies all and hits their adds their superhero name in the chat is going to win a prize. And Kendra is monitoring that. So again, make sure you're shooting your message to everyone so that we play fair and we get our superhero names in there. I think mine is, let's see, I'm a little behind. I looked earlier. First letter, so I'd be Invisible Falcon. I like that. I'll take it. Awesome. I'm seeing some names in there. Fantastic. Okay, so again, superhero name just worked really fabulously. It's easy to decorate, it's fun to get behind, and everybody who participates in this journey in fighting ALS is a superhero. So we've got a great theme. So looking ahead and looking at our path and what led us to the mini walks, if you haven't been involved, we'll catch you up a little bit. So in 2005 was our chapter's first walk to defeat ALS. In 2013, we added the Rockford Walk, which we've now expanded to include like the Northern Illinois Walk to Defeat ALS, because we've got so many amazing pockets of interest and awareness and care and individuals who are part of the fight. So in 2013, we started doing this walk, and in 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge it. So we know that spread incredible awareness and really helped build motivation behind our cause. We've been going along since then, and in 2020, we were all excited to continue our mini walk plans when suddenly we were halted and needed to make a detour because of the pandemic. So that led to a lot of thinking, a lot of brainstorming, checking in with folks throughout the chapter. So that led to us having to rethink our plans for 2020. People, there was conversations about do we stop, do we not do anything? And we knew that doing nothing was not an option. We needed to consider our safety. We needed to consider the individuals living with ALS who we wanted to be able to participate and have a key part in the walk. And that led to our mini walk formation. So feedback we got from the 2020 mini walks, you can see all these different elements here we heard back from people. We were really excited and motivated from hearing people's feedback that they were able to personalize it with elements like including their pets that we couldn't necessarily take to our one large event, that they were able to still make it meaningful, still felt that it was motivating and important. All those different elements was really encouraging, that we were able to still pull key elements of the spirit of the walk when we weren't able to be together. So these were our Northern Illinois teams for last year. We had some amazing folks coming from all across Northern Illinois, and there they are here. And here's some of the data for 2020. So fundraising is not the entirety of the cause of the event, but it is interesting to check out these numbers because it is such an important part of why we do what we do, because we are funding these really critical services that we'll cover in depth later on. But overall, we hit 75% of our total goals. We were aiming for 50,000 and we got to 32,000. Now that's not our, that's like not our ideal coverage, but looking at others who faced even bigger, lower numbers in the pandemic, we're still really proud of what we were able to accomplish. And we were able to continue with our programming, pivot some of our programming to be like pandemic safe. So we were able to do telehealth. We were able to expand our educational series to make it, to do webinar styles like this, and really still hit a lot of key service elements. So we had 19 fundraising teams because fundraising is not a required element. So we had 19 teams. On average, they raised over $1,000, which is really exciting. You can see they raised between 10 and 4,000. And in total, participants participating as team members raised over $22,000. And then individual fundraisers, we had over 75. These could be people participating in teams or people who chose to raise money as individuals, and raised on average $310, raised between $5,000 and $2,000. So really exciting, interesting span there, and raised over 23,000. So those are kind of some great goals to look at if you're a new team or if you're looking to set a goal this year. If you wanted to do like 1,000 for your team, or encourage folks to sign up as 300, or, to set their personal goals 300, that's a really great, and, just good information to kind of shape where you're at and where you want to look for numbers wise. We did some fundraising awards for last year. It was really a tough year for folks. So we just wanted to continue to encourage that. We had Team Super Dave coming in as gold, Barb's Brigade with silver, and McKee family with bronze. And here are two of our teams with their awards. We're so excited to have them back for this year. And then overall, looking at our mini walks, since the first one happened in June, and then our other regional ones happened in September. We did a lot of shaping, not only for other ALS chapters, but many other nonprofits started to look to us and what we did to as a guide for the pandemic. So we were so excited to see that we were featured in Forbes magazine not once, but 3 times, which was a huge honor and just really cool to be a part of that conversation during the pandemic to see how we could continue to make an impact. There's Kendra accepting the Peer-to-Peer Forums Program of the Year Award. They're a Canadian-based company, so it's like an international award, which is really exciting. And we were one of the nonprofits awarded their Program of the Year. So throughout the year, we were asked to speak on webinars, podcasts, task force presentation, Q&A sessions, and we're also referred to as a national resource, like I said, from other ALS chapters and other nonprofits throughout the world. So that was really exciting and encouraging to see that like our gamble and the support and creativity that every walker and every team captain and every donor and sponsor brought to our walks was able to have such a big ripple effect across. So that brings us to 2021. When we were planning our 2021, we knew that we were probably looking at a long-term post-pandemic world, and we decided that we were going to go with our mini walks for 2021. And that enables us to go full force, do full planning, and know exactly what expectations we can set for everyone. So that means that the Northern Illinois mini walks to defeat ALS are coming to a neighborhood near you. We're really excited about that little tagline this year because it'll be our second year of our mini walks. So we're going to cover real quick kind of our 5 W's to the mini walks, just our basic answers here. So who are we going to invite? I'll let you read those real quick. One of the benefits to the mini walk is that you are in charge of who you are coming in contact with for these. So if you want your team to be your core immediate family, or the folks on your block, or the folks in your church group, or any combination or mix of those, that is absolutely welcome. You can have an in-person event with just your immediate family, or you can have many mini events through all the different branches of your family. If you've got a brother out in California who wants to also take a walk that day, we can absolutely do that. It is totally up to you. So if you guys are meeting virtually online, or if you're meeting in your backyard, it is totally your call for who you get to include and what level you want to ask from people as far as what the commitment's going to be. So what exactly is the mini walk? A mini walk is an event, and we're not super picky about what it is because we know that not everybody wants to take a big walk. So that's totally fine. It can be a walk. It can be a bike ride. It can be a barbecue. It can be hopping on Zoom and checking in with your family or your friends and just taking a moment, because it's really about spreading awareness for ALS and fundraising for a critical cause and making it your own. So you can shape it to be whatever appeals to you the most. You're totally in charge. You get to make it your own. And then we are still going to be, providing those core important elements to the event, even though it looks a little different. So here's the win. This year, we did make a little bit of a change based on last year for those who participated. The opening ceremony, we tried to do last year that same morning, and we did a video that premiered that morning for folks to watch. But because people were gathering at that time, it was hard to get people either in front of one big screen or to all pay attention to their own screens at the same time. So this year, we're going to be moving the opening ceremony to the night before. So Friday, September 17th at 7 p.m., we're going to do our virtual opening ceremony. It's going to be a chance for folks to submit content, check in, show off what they're planning for the year. And then that means that walk day, September 18th in the morning, gets to be all for you and your team. So if you choose to watch the opening ceremony, that's totally fine. If you want to watch it that morning, again, totally fine, totally up to you. And this way you get to dedicate all that time to yourself. So our encouraged schedule is 9 a.m. to start gathering, 10 a.m. to walk, and then 11 to do a post gathering. And there's my email right there. We'll be sure to spread that far and wide because I want to be looking at your pictures all day. That is one of the really fun things about this. So where do you get to host your mini walk? That can be, again, totally up to you. So here's some examples that we've seen: favorite parks, house backyard, or your neighborhood. Again, it's really, really whatever makes you happy. If there's a convenient location nearby, if you'd rather just hang out in your own backyard, or if you want to take it around the whole neighborhood, that is absolutely your call. We've had people have successful events in all sorts of areas. And to decorate, some people really love decorating. Other people, that's not your thing. So team captains get a supply box that includes some really great elements to decorate if they so choose. Sidewalk, chalk. You see some of the stadium cups featured in this photo. People like to make their own signs or t-shirts even for their team. That's totally up to you, depending on how much you want to dive into the decor. See, because we have the superhero theme, it's a really fun one and a great one to expand on even past our superhero box. So totally up to you. All right, and the why. The money raised through the Walk to Defeat ALS funds, some of our really important pillars for the chapter. So it's encouraging year-long advocacy pictured here We've got advocates from our chapter. This was actually at a visit at Washington, D.C. before the pandemic. We've continued our advocacy efforts virtually. So we've had virtual fly-ins and virtual days on the Hill. We're continuing to push that and to pressure the FDA. And then as well as research, not only nationwide, not only in the Chicagoland and our chapter area, but also worldwide. And then our care services. And you're going to see an amazing amount of our care service kind of tree in just a second. So brace yourselves, because all of these care services we provide are free to the individuals and families. So here we go. That is a lot, I know. So here are our 4 amazing care service coordinators. We have got lots to look at here, I know, and I won't grill you on all of them, but they are so, so important. These ladies are experts not only in the ALS journey, but also in the ALS journey in their area. So like I said, they're spread throughout our territory, and they're providing this support to everyone, as well as the multidisciplinary clinics are in a different color because they're kind of their own element. They're not necessarily like a free service, but they also provide support for them. So just an incredible amount. I know Jessica just tossed in the link, the boot camp link, which is another service we provide, the virtual caregiver boot camp. If anyone is interested or knows somebody who might be interested, definitely check that resource out as well. But we've got lots and lots. And like I said, throughout the pandemic, we really were able to pivot and not shut down programming. We were able to find new ways to access folks and to continue to provide support. Now, if you don't want to memorize all of those amazing services, we've got a great addition to the superhero boxes this year, and the mission cards. That was one place that we wanted to expand this year, was the mission element in our boxes. So we've got a little summary here. It's business card size, so you can share them and you can put them in cards or put them in, any opportunity you have to get those out to folks. And it's a very impressive way to, it looks a lot. It looks like a lot because it is a lot. And we work, our care services team works really, really hard to make all these amazing programs possible. So another amazing resource we have to touch on mission and to help you be able to share what the mission is that the walks are helping provide is our year in review. And I'll give you a second to check that out too. But we do these annually. They're magazine size. Jessica can share the link in the chat to check it out online to get kind of a even more in-depth look at everything we do throughout the year. But we also have physical copies available. Okay, and so now we're at the how. How are you supposed to do this? Well, we make this as easy as possible. We want to help you every step of the way. So like I said, team captains get these supply boxes. And one of the very first things you'll see when you open it, as well as have access online for everyone else, is the superhero guide. We've got a physical booklet to help you go through, and we've got some pages highlighted here that really just go through step by step with thinking through the process. If you are not a party planner, if you're not into, birthday parties or anniversary parties or whatever else anybody else has scheduled or planned in the past, we're going to help you walk through it. So some of the critical steps to think through. It's like I said, it's really whatever you want to plan. So that's just to help kind of shape what you want and help you think through what you want. And then we've also got all these amazing items in here as well. So they've got the beautiful box out there. These are the Chicago boxes. So ours will look a little different for the fall. We have these cool surprises you'll see on the right side of the screen. This year, you don't open it all up at once. You've got 3 items that you open at specific times during your planning process. So you can see there, open when you've raised $90, open when you need to remember your why, and open when you need motivation. So I'm not going to spoil those. Like I said, those are 3 little surprises to go along the way to kind of help us sprinkle some excitement in on the journey. But the boxes are absolutely packed full of amazing items to help with your walk. So we've got these door hangers are really fantastic because there's space there. You can see at the bottom for you to write in details if you want to share on your block or down your street. with folks that you want to participate in some way. You can ask them what you want, if you're looking for donations, if you're looking for them to join you on your walk. We've got new wristbands in there that tie in the veteran element of ALS diagnosis. And like I said, the superhero guide as well. So ideas on using the box. You can see some of these in action right here. You saw the pictures of all the incredible items that we include in there, but you can just see some of these in action as far as the balloons and the bandanas. Some people like to dress up, but we've got the picture background in use there as well. So just some really cool things. We've got all the photos up from last year's mini walks and from Chicago's mini walk that they did in June. So we can definitely share those for inspiration as well. Beyond the box, we have got lots of tools that we kind of worked to fine tune last year. They include a whole suite of social media graphics that you can use that you're welcome to just click and save and repost as your own. I even include some copy in there for you, some text that you can use to help shape it, whether you're looking to invite people to join your team or if you're looking to do fundraising. I'm happy to help you further if you need help you make with your links and everything like that. So we'll have a whole suite of those, as well as stories. If you're on Instagram stories or Facebook stories, really ways to get interactive there too, because we like to shake it up and get people to try new, exciting ways to fundraise. So those will be on there as well. Again, we kind of do little how-tos with those, but that's a whole page on the more walk details page. So we'll have all that info for you that you're totally welcome to use whenever you like. Additional resources. Here is our fabulous 2021 shirt. This is the first sneak peek we're showing. I mean, after Chicago, of course, but this is our Northern Illinois mock-up. It'll look like this. It's available for everyone who raises $90 or more. So every single walker, whether you're a virtual walker or if you're walking on a team, everyone will get these walk shirts, and they're distributed to the team captains about walk day time. And if you raise $90 after the walk, we will send those out as well. So there's the big reveal for this year. We're very excited about it. And the Walk to Defeat ALS merchandise is getting totally revamped for July of 2021. So we're in the process of getting those new materials in right now, and we will be revealing them soon. So there's a little sneak peek. The Cure 9090 sweatshirt, which some of you might recognize or know a little insight to, which I'll test you on later. But we will have new merchandise out very soon, and we'll be sure to have that up on the site very shortly. We kind of touched on the social media graphics already, but another fun one that I would recommend using would be this profile frame, because it is so upfront and everybody sees it on Facebook, and you can just click, they can click and see exactly what it is and why you've changed your frame to be like that. So it's a great way to draw awareness, and we've got instructions on that as well. I've got a whole bunch of them available. So, when you're changing your frame, if you just search the ALSA Chicago, you can see all of our options. And then, of course, finally is the walk staff. Kendra and I, as well as everybody on the team, Jessica, Peggy, are happy to support you. If you have questions about walk, hit me and Kendra up. We're all able and excited and just very jazzed for this year. So it's going to be a fabulous year. Here's our event website. You can see the link there at the bottom, the web.alsa.org/northernil. There is our homepage. You can see we've made our adjustments for this year to incorporate the mini walk. But if you have any questions, if you have any issues with it, please reach out to staff. We're happy to help you and get things set up, get people re-registered, get your team set up for the year. Just let us know. The More Walk Details page is going to be a key element to getting you the answers that you need. And we've got some of our lead pages here. So easiest fundraisers are the social based. If you haven't done a Facebook fundraiser yet, I highly recommend it, because it is such an easy way to reach out to those far corners of your network that you maybe not think to ask or don't know that they're also passionate about ALS, things like that. And then additionally, your soon to be favorite page would be the social media page, because like I said, I got all the text and the copy out there for you. So that'll be up live tonight or tomorrow, and it'll have lots of info there for you. Another fun suggestion that was made to us last year that we've kind of worked on making our own would be the donate the date. If you wanted to post this on social media and set a challenge for folks, whether they wanted to donate $1 for the first of the month and $15 for the 15th of the month, or if you wanted to say donate at least $10 and pick your day, you can see, there we go, that you can fill it up with, fill up the calendar with the faces of your donors. And it's just a cool way to have your network work together to help you reach your goal. And the final suggestion for fundraising is to just ask, because the number one reason that people don't donate is because they're not asked to donate. So you never know who is going to be, who has also has an ALS connection, or who is willing and able to, unless you ask. So definitely, I know it can be kind of scary, but the worst people can say is no. And there's also they also have the ability to share or help spread the word, or maybe just be a part of your team, any sort. Okay, so some best practices for fundraising. We really do recommend doing the personal donation. It's just a really important part of kind of getting the ball rolling for your fundraising. It instills confidence in the people you're asking to show that it's so important to you that you have also contributed to this cause. You also get a little badge on your fundraising page, so it's nice and displayed for folks that this is something that you're participating in as well. Next up would be to personalize. So we've got Tate Albers there as an example there. He's got his personal picture updated, and he's got some text there at the bottom that shows his story and why he is involved with the cause. And it's so important to show your why, because not everybody is going to have the chance to talk to you one-on-one or see your post or whatever. So we definitely want to share that so folks know why this cause is important to you and why it's so critical to donate. The email function built into the fundraising center, trying to make that really easy with templates and everything. So you can go ahead and shoot emails off. You really do see an increase for those who send out emails versus those who don't in fundraising. Very important. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, just start with 5 and see how easy it is and go from there. And then finally, I've mentioned it already, but fundraising with Facebook is super, super easy and super efficient. Really, really good way to reach out to folks. Okay, here's a whole slew of ideas to help inspire you with different ways that teams have worked to get attention and to fundraise. So I'm going to give you a little second to look these over. Okay, so handwritten notes is bolded. We've got these. This is the Chicago version, of course, but we included in the Chicago boxes postcards that you can write a personal note on and send out as well. Personal notes, that extra touch is so important for folks. It's just such a good way to engage folks and show them how much you care and show them how much you want to be involved in all this. Any of these ideas, Social Sunflower will have on the website. Setting goals is so engaging for folks to really get them excited to be involved. We're happy to help with any of these, get the ball rolling. If you need ideas or if there's something that you're curious about, maybe you want to hear how other teams have, chat in there and let us know what you're interested in, or if you have any questions. So the benefit of fundraising is going back to those core areas of why we do what we do. So this money is funding advocacy, research, and care services year-round in our ALS communities. So it's having real-life impact on the hundreds of folks that we serve in Northern Illinois, in Chicagoland, in Central Illinois, and we really want to show that support for our community because we don't want to have to cut back on any services. We want to make sure that we are making this terrible, frustrating journey as easy as possible for folks, because as individuals, I can't make the ALS disappear, but I can do whatever I can to make these services available, to make the step a little easier, to be able to connect you with Peggy, all sorts of things. So we want to make these services available and keep everything going. Okay, and then we did a little what's the benefit for you, just because we want to know what happens on the personal side. I mentioned the t-shirts. When anyone raises $90, they will earn their event t-shirt. There's also the mystery gift when you hit your $98 yourself. And then we have some fundraising awards. We're going to explore what we can do towards Walk Day, but because we couldn't give our awards in person. But we definitely like to let teams know when they hit different milestones. And then you also get the feeling of feeling nice because you are making a difference. Okay. Mark your calendars. I've got a couple dates for you to keep in mind for the future. We're going to do 2 team meetings, and we're going to do those on Facebook Live. And that's just going to be a check-in. Me and Kendra will hop on, maybe get some team members or committee members on to help chat with us, check in, answer questions, share ideas. So that we've got the Tuesday, August 24th at 7 p.m. and Tuesday, September 7th at 7 p.m. And then those will be live on there. And then the team week is going to be August 9th through 13th. The team week is daily challenges announced via email. You're able to participate as a team or individually. We've got little variations on the awards throughout the week. It's a great way to get some of your building blocks for fundraising going. Just a lot of fun and lighthearted fun. So definitely keep those dates in mind. We have a little calendar sticker that will come in your superhero guidebook as well. But we will also be sending our Saturday email series as the walk gets closer, where we'll include our links, important dates, and everything like that. So make sure you're signed up for the emails as well when you register for the walk. Q&A time. And give people a second to see if we have questions. Fabulous. Well, I don't see any open questions, but I will give folks a minute. I'll show off the door hangers real quick, and I'll just give folks a chance to ask any questions if they have any. So here are our updated door hangers for the year. So this is one that'll come in the team captain box. But we've got space here this year. We've got some of the crucial information. This is, again, the Chicago, but we'll have it updated. We've got space to leave your message and then direct them to the link that you want to send them to. And on the back, just more information to kind of cover the basis for you. So then you can really focus on your ask to your neighbors or, everybody on the front right here. When will boxes arrive? Oh, that is a great question. Let me see if I've got, make sure I tell everybody the right date here. Let's see. Mid-August. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Kendra. Thank you. So yeah, boxes we'll expect to arrive mid-August. Again, in those Saturday emails, we will be sure to let you know exactly when to keep an eye out for them. Another note on boxes, if you have multiple team captains, or if you have mini walks that will be occurring in different areas and you want to have, a box in Sterling and a box in Rockford, let us know and we'll do our best to accommodate everybody's needs in that respect. So we definitely want to be efficient with our box sending, but we want to make sure everybody has all the stuff that they need to make to get their mini walk going. Another fantastic question from Michelle, will there still be a virtual auction? Absolutely. So for those of you who were in the know last year, we typically do an in-person raffle, which is a really exciting, lovely part of our in-person events. And we've transitioned that to a virtual auction, which we will run a virtual silent auction from September 1st through September 30th. We'll have information on how to submit auction items. If you want to share information to businesses that might be interested in submitting an item, as well as like info for them so that they can help, so that we can get the most eyes on their items, etc. We're going to have that information available to everybody. And Kendra's going to be the lead on that. So sponsorship or auction, if you have any businesses or organizations that might want to get involved, let us know. And we'd be happy to reach out to them, to connect with them, and get them all the details that they want for that. So yeah, great question. Thank you so much for asking that. The auction is a really exciting addition from last year that we're looking forward to seeing grow this year. So yeah, September 1st through September 30th. And the items submitted for Northern Illinois will go towards the Northern Illinois walk. So there'll be options. You'll be able to see all of the options submitted, or like the items submitted in our whole territory, but the Northern Illinois auction items will go towards the Northern Illinois goal. Did I hit all the questions, Kendra? Or did I miss any while talking at lightning speed? I'm sorry, guys. I will work on that. I promise. I get a little nervous talking by myself for so long. And I'm very passionate about everything we're talking about. All right. Looks like I got them all. So I'm going to go ahead and hit our thank you slide. I want to thank you all so much for being a part of tonight. Again, if you have any questions, ideas you want to run past, thoughts, if you want to see more of anything, just let us know. Our information is everywhere, but again, I'll just share Samantha at alsachicago.org. That's Samantha at alsachicago.org. And we can be reached at 312-932-0000. Again, that's 312-932-0000. Okay, thank you, everybody. Oh, wait, one more question. Kendra, for folks that donated items for auction last year, will they be contacted/reminded about auction this year by you, or should we do that? Kendra says, great question, Julie. It would be best if you reached out to the folks you solicited. We don't have all the contact information for the donors. Great point. Yeah. So if you as a participant in the walk did the recruiting for the item, we would want your help reaching back out to those folks since the contact information stayed with you. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you.